And we are underway in Buffalo. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throw left side complete. That's White. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Cook again. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a short gain down to about the 33. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They're going to look to throw. This ball complete to Durham. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the outside, he finds Otten. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
First and goal from just inside the 5. White is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. He'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. Tucker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Looking to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now second and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Yaya Diaby, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this. Easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one, the man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
What's that? What's that?
Allen going to throw. Completes to Shakir once again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
What's that? Look out!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Bills first down.
Look out!
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And it's caught. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal.
What's that?
In motion, Hollins.
What's that?
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
What's that?
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. To the right side and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it inside the 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run straight ahead here with White. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film. I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They'll go up the middle with White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The slot man in motion right. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Davis. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Ray Davis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
.31 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Motion man is Shakir.
To throw, it's Allen. Then he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Allen again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The first carry now. This is Johnson. A strong running. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Yaya Diaby
drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Taron Johnson made the stop. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down